Hi, guys. Unfortunately, neither our government nor the industry itself has our back when it comes to safety products that we put on our skin every day. We will share the lowdown on what you do about it to protect yourself today. We think you should know.
Welcome to the Nutrition Health Connection Show with Becky Mulcahy and Cindy Philippi, where we share with you valuable secrets, tips, and the latest discoveries for your true health choices.
Hi, guys. Unfortunately, neither our government nor the industry itself. Hey, guys. Welcome to our show today. I'm Becky.
And I'm Cindy Philippi.
We are appreciating you joining our show again today. Please put your comments and questions down below in the chat box. If you have anything, suggestions for upcoming shows or whatever you'd like to put down there for us, show us some love. We'd love to hear from you guys. We really appreciate the support. Everybody's been fabulous, and we want to keep that going, of course. You're more than welcome to call or email either of us too. Our information is all over our website and the live show page, so you're more than welcome to do that. Our show today is about makeup and how the potentially dangerous chemicals that are in it. I never really thought about makeup that much before I found out all this. It was, what was convenient, what was, cost effective, I thought, if you're not taking into account, diseases and stuff. Now I know it's a fairly unregulated commodity with some pretty disgusting ingredients in it, like bat dung, which is called guano, and lead, and harmful chemicals of many kinds. The EPA states that the only thing that they regulate is the colors that are put in cosmetics, and even the colors are petroleum-based for the most part, which brings its own roster of toxins. And so it's a wide open minefield. And so we're going to tell you some things about makeup today to help you make better choices for healthier products. The average woman ingests 4 pounds of lipstick over a year. And lipstick in particular is one of the things that has lead in it in particular. We don't want that. We don't want to have any of that kind of stuff going on. We know how harmful that is. One of the other worst ingredients is called kohl. It's KOHL. You definitely do not want that in any of your products. That's one of the ones that's often contaminated with lead, aluminum, and more of the most dangerous ingredients. And the FDA has noted several instances of kohl-related lead poisoning in U.S. children. And, of course, that can be neurological damage and learning and behavior problems, seizures, anemia, kidney problems, and, other health problems like that. The lead, of course, is a big, big problem. The Campaign for Safe Cosmetics found that more than half of the 33 brands that they tested had lead in them. And the FDA did their own testing, and those results were even worse. 100% of, how many did they do? They were doing, of the 20 brands they tested, 100% of them had lead in them. So you're not going to find it listed on the ingredient list, of course, because it's allowed to be hidden as a contaminant through the raw materials that they use, which are not regulated. So, lead can cause miscarriages, infertility, developmental problems, and we don't want to have this kind of toxic load on us when we don't need it. There's so much better quality now that don't even have talc and bismuth, let alone these heavier contaminants like that. So we're going to teach you about some of that kind of stuff today so that you can make better choices for you and the people that you care about. And as usual, Cindy, our whiz girl, has some slides, and we're going to pin her and go to some of the information to share with you guys today so you can make more
like
informed
what you were
choices.
saying, it's, I'm ready to go throw all my old stuff out. I mean, I need to. I haven't done it yet, but it's just really scary after what we've learned putting this show together. It's just awful. So let me scare my screen. I'm scared. No, share my screen I'm so scared. Um, and we'll start up the show.
Mhm.
Hide that little button. Okay. Is your makeup safe? And as you just heard from Becky, we know the answer. Well, unless you've already switched over to some of the safer ones that are out there. Uh, Part of this is it regulated? And as Becky was saying, no. What type of ingredients are there? How safe are they? And what healthy options are there? Which there are healthy options. So we'll go through that.
Thank heavens for that, huh?
Oh, yes, really. We can be healthy and beautiful at the same time.
Yay.
Woohoo! Okay. Did you know, and Becky just mentioned this, that the average woman ingests approximately 4 pounds of lipstick per year? So think of that with toxins in it, and it kind of makes you sick just to think about it. This never share your makeup. You've probably heard that. You probably know that, but you can pass pink eye and all kinds of fun stuff from person to person, and you just don't want to share your makeup. Every product has an expiration date. If you haven't used anything for over 2 years, or if it's 2 years old, get rid of it. Even if it's the really, really good stuff, that means it's got, really good natural ingredients in it. Those will get stale. So even with the best stuff, 2 years, pitch it. Waterproof makeup, which is, if you're real active with sports and stuff, it's real popular. To make it waterproof, it has a lot of harmful additives in it. So be very careful about your choices there. Makeup sensitivity is often the result of synthetic dyes, fragrances, and preservatives. So any makeup that doesn't contain these is going to eliminate some of the related sensitivity problems. So that may sound like it's an obvious statement, but sometimes we don't put the obvious 2 and 2s together. So if you're sensitive to makeup, it's probably something in the ingredients, the dyes or the fragrances or the preservatives that are actually irritating you. So you need to just switch to ones that don't have the additives in it. I know I'm real allergic to most fragrances. It gives me a headache, so I'm real limited on what perfumes I can wear and that type of stuff.
I know the fragrances is another thing that's not well regulated. They have toluene and really, bad chemicals in those too. A lot of them do. So, yeah, multiple chemical sensitivities come out of all these. Who knows how many of those ingredients are in each product? And, just to think of women ingesting 4 pounds of lipstick in a year, it doesn't seem like that could be right. But when you use it, most days of the week or whatever, it just adds up over time. And you don't want all those toxins adding on top of each other for that over the length of time.
Yeah, and you have to keep reapplying your lipstick to keep it fresh. So,
yeah.
Yep. Okay, and we talked a little bit about this already. Is it regulated? In the USA, personal care ingredients don't need FDA approval. They don't need any health studies, and they don't need any pre-market testing. 1 out of every 8 of the 82,000 potential ingredients in personal care products are industrial chemicals. So 1/8 of them are industrial chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
And these can include carcinogens, pesticides, reproductive toxins, hormone disruptors, plasticizers, which are the chemicals that keep concrete soft, degreasers, of course, you know what those are, keep the grime out of, you can use them for degreasing auto parts, and surfactants, which reduce surface tension in water.
Just what we need on our skin, huh?
Yes, exactly. Now this is the really kind of boring technical part of the presentation, but this is to kind of scare everybody. I mean, it's because it's a lot of scientific jargon, but you've got to understand what we're dealing with here. And the David Suzuki Foundation did a survey of chemicals in cosmetics, and this is their top 12 dirty dozen ingredients that are bad. BHA and BHT, used in a lot of moisturizers and makeup as preservatives. They're an endocrine disruptor and can cause cancer, the BHA. It's harmful in fish to other wildlife. Their studies are inclusive of the environment as well. That's why they have comments in here about wildlife and the environment, which of course is something we want to consider as well. The coal tar dyes, let's see, in addition to coal tar dyes, natural and inorganic pigments used in cosmetics are also, they're assigned a color index. And so what you want to look for, if the information is available there, is you look for this. Look for phenol, I should have practiced this first. Phenolene diamine, phenolene diamine. Hair dyes and in other products, colors listed as CI plus these 5 digits. So if you see something with CI plus these 5 digits, that's what it is. It's the coal tar dyes in this category. The U.S. color name may also be listed. You've seen these before, the FD&C blue #1 or blue #1, and there was one there for a while that was in the news. I can't remember what it was, a red dye number something or other that you were supposed to stay away from. And all of these potentially cause cancer and may be contaminated, like Becky was saying earlier, with heavy metals. And these are toxic to the brain as well as other issues. DEA-related ingredients, they're used in the creamy and foamy products such as moisturizers and shampoos. They can react to form nitrosamines, which may cause cancer. Dr. Glidden talks about nitrosamines in some of his lectures. That's actually part of the 10 bad foods, was because, isn't that what nitrates and nitrites turn into, is the nitrosamines? I'm pretty sure that was part of the...
I don't know the chain of it. I don't know. Nitrates and nitrites are not really what you want either.
Yeah, it seemed to me that they converted to the nitrosamines, and that's why they were so bad. And those are the preservatives in meat, like bacon and ham and that type of stuff, which you can buy those without the nitrates at least, so you can have options. They may cause cancer. They're harmful to fish and other wildlife. And related chemicals are MEA and TEA. Then we have the dibutyl phthalate, used as a plasticizer in some nail care products, suspected endocrine disruptor, and reproductive toxin. It's harmful to fish and wildlife. So like I said, this is a little bit boring, but just so you kind of get a feel for what to look for, if you see it here on the list, then it'll give you an idea of that you know.
I don't think it's boring. I think it's interesting. I think this is what people want to know about to avoid.
Yeah.
I think it's very interesting, and I'm glad that, they're doing environmental impacts with the fish and stuff, which we're all concerned about that too. It's air pollution, it's water pollution, we certainly don't need it on our skin, But I think it's really interesting. I think people want to know about this. There's been tremendous interest in mineral makeup. That's why.
Yes, exactly. Well, I tend to be a geek, and sometimes I think I'm too geeky. So,
yeah, I like more information too than less. But for people that do want to know about it, I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Now, formaldehyde-releasing preservatives, I think most people are familiar with at least formaldehyde, something bad. They go through a lot of different names here of stuff. The DMDM, hydantoin,
and that quaternium, I see that in quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah. I didn't practice all these names. Some of these I know. Diazoledinol, whatever. I won't try and read them all.
Yeah. That's a clue, people. If they're ridiculously long chemical names like that you can't pronounce,
Yeah.
60% of
There
what
you
goes
go.
on your skin you absorb into your body. So you don't want anything with 45 characters in the name that you don't know what it is or you can't pronounce it.
Really, that's the simple, easy version.
Mhm.
These slowly release small amounts of formaldehyde, which is a known carcinogen. Parabens, they're used as preservatives. They're suspected as an endocrine disruptor and may interfere with male reproductive functions. So this is, some of these they keep mentioning reproductive, uh, you know, contaminants or toxins. And so if somebody is having a hard time having children, one of the things they need to look at, and probably the doctor's advice, I would think, is that they stay away from all this kind of contaminants in makeup.
Well, and infertility is a growing issue in the US, and it's heartbreaking for people, and it's getting more and more common, and there is obviously connections with, hormonal disruptions from this kind of stuff. Parabens are very common in a lot of products, unfortunately. So,
Yeah. Fragrances, perfumes, um, these products, even, it says here, even in some products marketed as unscented can have these in it. They can be allergy triggers and asthma. I can attest to that. Um, some are linked to cancer and neurotoxicity. That's bad juju. And
mhm.
some are harmful to fish and other wildlife. Didn't mean to do that. PEG compounds used in many cosmetic cream bases, can be contaminated with diazane, which may cause cancer. Also for related chemical propylene glycol and other ingredients with the letters ETH in them, such as polyethylene glycol. So those are all bad items to have in there. And I think that's one that we
Rare. They're very, very common. So you have to really read the labels and watch out for what you're purchasing because and you're getting diseases and not feeling well. It's due to these kind of toxins that we're, just pounded with every year of our life. If you don't know, that's why we're trying to share with you guys the knowledge about this stuff.
Right. Petrolatum, that's a petroleum-related product. It's used in some hair products for shine and as a moisture barrier in some lip balms, lipsticks, and moisturizers. A petroleum product that can be contaminated with polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, which may cause cancer. So that's what the petrolatum is. It's a petroleum-based product. So that's another cancer causing, or may cause cancer. They have to say that. But why take risks with this stuff? Siloxanes. Look for ingredients ending in siloxane or methicone, and these are used in a variety of cosmetics to soften, smooth, and moisten. There are suspected endocrine disruptors and reproductive toxins. Again, there's the reproductive toxins, and they're harmful to fish and other wildlife. Sodium lauryl sulfate. Now that one looks familiar to me. I must have seen it.
That's in a lot of shampoos. Lots of shampoos.
Oh.
Even bubble bath, you're soaking in warm water in that stuff, and you can imagine how much you're absorbing.
Yeah, you need to stick to bath salts or Epsom salts.
Mm-hmm.
Used in foaming cosmetics such as shampoos, cleansers, and bubble bath. Can be contaminated with dioxane, which may cause cancer. Look for related chemical, sodium lauryl sulfate, yeah, I've seen that, and other ingredients with the letters ETH again. So there's the laureth. It's the ETH.
Yeah, laurel and laureth.
Yeah, if you're
and unfortunately, when kids love bubble baths, and so little kids are in this stuff a lot of times. But if you instead use like essential oils in their bath, like Cindy said with the Epsom salts, much better results for health standpoint.
Oh yeah, essential oils and Epsom salts. Then you get the the healing, soothing
Calming,
effect.
yeah, for kids
Yeah,
at night. It's nice.
yeah. Help calm your children down before they go to bed.
Yeah, it's a great concept.
Yeah, there you go, in a healthy manner. Um, let's see, triclosan used in antibacterial cosmetics such as toothpaste cleansers and antiperspirants. It's a suspected endocrine disruptor and may contribute to antibiotic resistance in bacteria. That's not good. We don't need antibiotic resistance. And once again, harmful to fish and other wildlife. Now, what I use, and it's not an antiperspirant. And I know because I was recommending, I use one of those mineral sticks. It's a deodorant. It reduces smells, but it's not an antiperspirant. And I didn't think about that because I don't have a perspiration problem. I just have the normal body odor problem, that with the mineral stick does great with. But I don't really know if it helps with, if it's an antiperspirant. And I'm not sure what even to recommend to people who have a heavy perspiration problem, unless you just have to keep reapplying the mineral stick. So I'm not sure about that, but I know a friend of mine was asking about it. She says, "Oh no, I can't use those. They don't work. They're not an antiperspirant." But antiperspirants are there to block a bodily function, so they can't be good for you. So.
Right, because the perspirant has toxins in it your body's trying to get rid of. So you don't really want to use antiperspirants if they have excessive perspirant. We can check. We can find out more from the experts and the gurus about what choices they may have on that. But as a rule, you don't want to block that. Just the odor, kill the bacteria, which is the odor, and
Right.
then, but not block the
Yeah,
perspiration because it's a health function of your body for reducing toxins.
exactly. Good point. Okay, now, mineral makeup is touted as being much better for you. So, is it really? And the answer is yes. But there are a few caveats here, and we'll get to those. The common components of mineral makeup are titanium dioxide, zinc oxide, and mica. Mineral makeup. Go ahead. Did you have?
I was just going to say all natural. Those are all natural mineral.
Okay. Yes. Good point. Mineral makeup commonly does not contain the classic irritants like fragrances, binders, synthetic dyes, and preservatives. It is considered pure and is kinder to the skin. Dermatologists also state that mineral cosmetics are not comedogenic. This is an attribute that permits the skin to breathe and does not exacerbate existing conditions such as chronic dryness, acne, or rosacea. So mineral makeup is touted as a very good option for people with some skin issues, the acne, the chronic dryness, and rosacea. It does not dry the skin out. You might think because it's powdery that it does, but it doesn't really.
It's actually nourishing. The minerals in it feed your skin.
Yes, exactly. Now there are a couple cautions I ran into. The current trend in mineral makeup, because it's becoming so popular, is to produce it in an even finer powder. Manufacturers advertise their fluffy light product. The finer the powder, though, the lighter it's because the finer the powder, the lighter the makeup is, and so they're using that as an advertising tool to compete with the other ones. These products use ingredients that are micronized into ultra small particles called nanoparticles, but these particles are so small that they can penetrate the skin's barrier and may actually have side effects that have not yet been reported. So there's concern about getting the powder down to the nanoparticle size just to make it sound like it's a better product. So keep that in mind. Another caution I ran into was that now that, again, because they're becoming more and more popular, cosmetic companies are adding back ingredients that they used to omit when it was first introduced. So there you go. They're taking something that is really good, and they're trying to compete in the market or add features or whatever. And so now it's changing from its modest beginnings, they say here, as loose powder products. So today you can find pressed products and even liquid foundation products presented as mineral products. So make sure you're reading the labels of the ingredients before you buy it. So even just because it's mineral makeup doesn't mean it's good.
You know, it's that new and improved trend that they always want to do, which is really not so much sometimes. You just have to still be careful. It's so popular now, so popular, because I'm sure people are trying to get away from all the cooties. So you just still have to watch which additives are still in it now, more and more.
Yes. But there are a lot of benefits to mineral makeup, so
Yes,
we want to promote the mineral makeup.
Mm-hmm.
It's natural, long-lasting, water-resistant, weightless coverage, which corrects most skin problems. So, that's really good for your skin. It's actually corrective. It has chemical-free, broad-spectrum sun protection. So there, you don't have to have the chemicals of the UV. Of course, you've got to keep this within reason. I mean, it's going to have sun protection, but that doesn't mean you should put it on and think you can stay out all day in the bright sun without burning. So you got to use your good judgment on that. It's endorsed by cosmetic and plastic surgeons, dermatologists, and estheticians, and used by professionals for post-procedural coverage. So even the medical field understands that it's beneficial for people, so they promote it after different types of skin procedures. Antimicrobial, it's antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory, so it's ideal for rosacea and acne-prone skin. So here's why it's good for rosacea and acne, because it is antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory, which I think that's really cool. I mean, I would never have thought that. It just, to me, it's just a powder. Sorry about that. I forgot to take the phone out of the room. And then it has the non-comedogenic properties because it's oil and silicone free. It doesn't block the skin's pores and allows the skin to breathe. And this is where they were talking about the nanoparticles. It would actually reverse this benefit. That's what they're concerned about if you get it down too small, too fine of a powder. It's free from synthetic dyes, artificial fragrances, and petrochemicals, making it ideal for people with sensitive skins or who just want to stay away from all the potential hazards of those items. And it's light reflective, so the appearance of fine lines and are diminished, and it creates a healthy looking radiant glow, which we all want.
Yep, what's not to love about that?
Yeah, really. Okay, now we've got this comparison chart, because as you probably know, we favor longevity products. This is a comparison chart that shows that it's got additives and fillers, which are in the dark color. It's got chemicals in the blue color. Carcinogens are in the gold color. Obviously, this is not, this will be a product of concern. The purple is bug or animal products. The green is bioaccumulative, which, if you're not familiar with that term, that means that it builds up in your body. So a little bit may not be a big issue, but after it accumulates, it can start causing issues in your body. That's what the issue was with DDT. It bioaccumulated and then started creating reproductive issues in birds and other animals. And the kind of peachy orange is a preservative. So if we take a look at this, fillers are in all of them, and you might note there's no colors over here under longevity. So there's fillers in all of them except longevity. Chemicals. Bare minerals and young blood don't have any chemicals in them, so that's good. And there's chemicals in the other three that were listed in this. Of course, this is not all inclusive. This happened to be the ones they picked for the study. Probably the 6 most popular, I'm guessing. Do you have any idea?
They're some of the top-rated ones. I'm assuming that's why they're on there.
Yeah. Okay, then we get to carcinogenic, and the top 4 don't have any carcinogens in them, which is great. Mary Kay doesn't look like it's stacked up very well, and I don't know. Let's see, is there an age on this chart? Because this is something you would want to double check. If you love Mary Kay products, they may have changed this. But 2012. So this is 2 years old. So I will, let you know that, because this is how it was 2 years ago. So you might, you still need to double check, and maybe because of this chart, some of these companies have changed what's in there. I would certainly.
Yeah. And carcinogenic, for people that don't know, means cancer causing. It means cancerous agents.
Yes. Bad juju.
Yeah, you don't want yellow.
Don't want the yellow. Bug and animal products. The bottom 3 have some of those. Bioaccumulative, and I don't specifically know the effects of them, but they're just saying that they do bioaccumulate in your body, so they're not shed off, and they're in a few of these. And this this comparison chart, I think we have it available. Oh, it's in our mineral makeup app, but I was thinking it was somewhere else. But if you want this chart, just let us know. We'd be glad to send you a copy of it. It's a PDF, so we can send it.
Absolutely.
And preservatives, actually, most of them did pretty darn good. There's one preservative there and one preservative here. So preservatives were not part of most of these, which is a good thing. Okay. So our conclusion. Potentially, there's a lot of harmful ingredients, and I think we made that quite clear, and you've got to watch out for them. You have to read the label before you buy. You need to be an educated consumer when it comes to this, so that you're not putting nasty chemicals into your body. And not all mineral makeups are created equal. And you need to check the comparison chart or the label, which that's what we were just going over. Let me stop sharing. Did I come back?
You're back.
Okay, great. Sometimes I come back as a picture and I have to get my camera to re-engage. It goes to sleep while I'm in share mode. Now, if you're interested in looking at some more the mineral makeup products, especially the longevity ones, and I think the comparison chart in there? I don't remember if I think there is a button for it, but down below where
the note page, it might be in that, but I don't believe we published the note page yet. We update our information on these things and we check back with them, and so we're adding more information for you guys as we find out things and clarify stuff. So we'll get it in there. Let's just plan on putting it in there. If it's not already in there, I think it is.
Yeah.
But if it's not, then we'll put it on there for you guys. Absolutely.
So that's the button down below where you're viewing. It says cootie-free makeup, which if you're watching this as a rerun, well, it'll be up for a week, and it gets changed next week when we change to a new topic. There's also a button there for submitting health concerns. So if you do have a specific question that you want in nutritional information on a specific health question, you can click on that green button and send us a message, and then we'll be glad to connect up with you personally, because we have access between Becky and I to archives of nutritional information. So we've got lots of things we can help pass on to you. And the middle button is the critical nutrient information, and we've talked about that from the get-go, which is part of Dr. Joel Wallach's teachings, that there are 90 essential nutrients, and for us to stay healthy and to live a long time. So if you are interested in that information and those products, that's the middle button. So.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing for fighting the toxins that we're all bombarded with, not just in makeup, but in everything, in air pollution and water pollution, whatever we're doing. The 90 essential nutrients that we need every day of our life, that's what's going to counterbalance this stuff the best. If you don't want to worry about what's in your products, go to the top of the Health Nutrition Connection page, which is where the show is held, and click on the mineral makeup button. And it's all Youngevity products that know about this stuff, and they're super high quality. You don't have to worry about what's in them. And so it's a nice, easy way to do this. There are several different gift packs for Christmas that are fun, and go take a look if you're interested in that stuff. And otherwise, read the ingredient labels on what you have or what you purchase, and be aware. I mean, everybody needs to know about this stuff. Everybody should know about these things, and it's just not widely known and publicized because they don't want you to know this stuff. So we want to share. We want to inform people and let everybody make a choice from knowledge.
Exactly. And if you want to look at some of our past shows, we have the Nutrition Health Connection show YouTube channel, and you can go there and watch our past shows.
Absolutely.
At least, yeah. So that's a good way to catch up. Or just connect with Becky or I. If you can't find it, there's a show you can't find, just connect up with either one of us. We're all over the internet, Facebook, and we'll be glad to send you whatever it is that you'd like to have a copy of or be able to view.
Absolutely. And if you guys have show requests, like suggested things that you have a particular interest in learning about or knowing about, just put it in the comment section down below. And we have a roster, a lineup of things that we'll be covering. We're going to have guest speakers on here that are very knowledgeable about different things. And we're excited about our roster that's coming up for you. But if you have something in particular that you want addressed, you want more information on, it's a concern of yours, just put it in the comment down below.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, well, I think that wraps it up.
I think so. Yeah. Yep, give people some information. Knowledge is power and all that, so it's all good.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, and a reminder, too, if you guys are looking for Christmas gifts, look at our Christmas show last week. We have the fun Christmas cube you can spin. I love that Christmas cube thing. And go ahead and take a look at that if you're looking for Christmas gifts that are on a more healthy bent. There's quite a variety on there, even pet products. It's all kinds of fun. So
yeah, great stuff.
If you're looking for Christmas stuff.
Great.
'Tis the season.
Yeah, absolutely. 'Tis the season to give healthy gifts.
That's right. Yep.
Alrighty.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you next Wednesday, same time, 11 a.m. Pacific, 1 o'clock Central. And have a good week, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching this week's show. Be sure to join us next week when we reveal more hidden facts of the Nutrition Health Connection for you.